Have you ever found yourself falling off the wagon from a nutrition plan like keto or slow carb? Well, if so, this is the video for you because I want to share with you 3 big tips that can help you when that happens. My name is Paul Hutchings and I blog over at paulhutchings.net, and I've actually been on the slow carb / keto plan, been experimenting with it for about a year, and I've had some really great success. Like I lost my gut, one time, and then I fell off the wagon, and then I got my gut back, and then I got back on the wagon, and then I lost my gut again, and then I fell off the wagon, and now I'm on my 3rd time, right, of being on the keto slow carb. And I'm about 2 weeks in, and this last week I actually went camping, and so I had 2 weeks of strong, adherence to my daily nutrition plan of the slow carb and the keto plan. And what I found was that when I went camping with my family, we were going to be away from, my blender, my protein, all of my materials, my ingredients that I'd shopped for and stocked, and I was out of my routine. And I found myself falling off the wagon yet again. And so in this video, I want to share with you, like I mentioned, 3 quick tips that can really help. The first was, I noticed that when I was saying to myself, I fell off the wagon, I noticed how disempowering that language was. And I started to ask myself, did I really fall off the wagon? Was there a rock in the road that bumped me off? Was there some external thing that happened that made me get off my keto plan? Or did I choose to get off? And the reality was, I like to give myself these little excuses like, well, I'm going to be camping and, there's going to be all these good things to eat. But at the end of the day, I chose to not eat clean for that week. And so I realized to myself that I didn't fall off the wagon, I jumped off. Now, the beautiful thing about that realization is that if I was the one who made the choice to jump off the wagon, I'm also the one who can make the choice to jump right back on the wagon, which I did yesterday, and I'm back on my plan. This is day 2 of my keto plan after being off the wagon for a week, right? So the first tip is don't use language that's disempowering, giving your power away to external forces. Realize that you and we have 100% responsibility, and we are the ones that are in charge. And that kind of helps us to reclaim our power. So that's the first tip. The second tip, to utilize if you find yourself falling off the plan, is use some sort of tracking device. And I want to share this with you. In fact, I actually just this last month read a book called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Really great book for understanding the power of disciplines. And one of the things that Darren Hardy says in that book is that one of the most important things you can do to develop a new discipline and stay on that discipline is to track what's happening. And so if you're on the keto plan or the slow carb plan, odds are maybe you've measured your midsection and your legs and your arms or wherever it is that you want. Maybe you're monitoring your weight loss in pounds. However you're doing that, that's one form of tracking. But another form of tracking is just to simply track every day that you've been good, that you've done clean eating. And there's a great app for iPhone that I want to recommend. It's called Momentum. I don't know if you can see this, but what it does is it allows you to put in your habits, and one of my habits is clean eating. And at the end of every day, you check a little box, before you go to sleep, you check this box that gives you this little ding. And it kind of gives you this euphoric hit, this dopamine hit where you just get this positive feedback that, yes, I did it for a day. And the other thing that this does is it gives you a running total of how long you've been, consistently on that habit. And it gives you a green streak for staying on the habit. And so this last week, I don't know if you can see this, but I've got clean eating. And I had 14 days straight. And then I had all those gray boxes where the week that I was camping where I fell off the wagon, right? Or I jumped off the wagon. And now I've got one green box starting back up just yesterday. And I've really noticed that this has helped me a ton because as I get in this momentum where I've seen that, I've been doing this for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, it really helps a lot with, staying on track. So that's the second tip, is use some sort of tracking device. Momentum if you've got an iPhone. And if you've got an Android and there's another app like this, let us know in the comments below. I haven't been able to find another app quite like this. So for Android users, would love to know that. So that's the second tip. And the third tip, this is really important, is get around a positive support group of people that are moving in the same direction or similar direction where you're planting good thoughts in your mind every single day. And I've been blessed to be a part of a daily mastermind group for over 7 years. Every day we meet live via teleconference. We dial into this number and we study laws of success, which of course are applicable to losing weight and staying on a good nutrition plan. And we just share encouragement and motivation with each other. And what I find is that by being around people who are thinking about success and moving towards success and talking about nutrition and health, that helps me to stay on the path because I know that I'm not alone and I'm with other people who are on the same journey. So those are my 3 tips. Number 1, don't say I fell off the wagon. Say I jumped off the wagon. Reclaim your power. Number 2, use some sort of tracking device. And number 3, get around a positive group of people who are continually helping you to work on your mindset and stay in a positive groove. And with that, that's the end of my tips. But while you're here, I wanted to give you an invitation. That invitation is, if you don't have a group of people that you're around with that can help you plant good thoughts in your mind on a daily basis, I'd like to offer you this free resource. It's a daily mastermind that we do every day via teleconference. We also have a recorded replay, and the way that you can get access to that is I'm going to give you a free gift. It's called the Freedom Manifesto, and this manifesto has 22 irrefutable laws to success and freedom, right? So that's just kind of a little gift, but what that will do is that will get you onto my list where you'll see a video that will give you access to our group. It's a Facebook group that you'll be plugged into where you can plug in and start to fill your mind with these great people, great thoughts of success, great community. If that's something that you want to take advantage of, I would encourage you to do that. So I'll include a link right below this video if you're watching this on YouTube, paulhutchings.net/manifesto if you're watching this on my blog, and get into that Facebook group, start plugging into our daily masterminds, and not only can this help you with your weight loss and your nutrition, but it can also help you be successful in many other areas of life. So that's it. This is Paul Hutchings with paulhutchings.net and Freedom Crusaders TV, encouraging you to stay on the path, lose that weight, eat clean so you can feel great and be vibrant in your life. And would love to hear any other thoughts and tips and comments you have on this topic down below. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day. Take care, and bye for now.